Okay, welcome back. Let's go now to the ethmoid and the occipital bone. So hopefully you have that list in front of you. The ethmoid bone here is this triangular region. So it's going to be here and then coming down into the anterior part into the nose. And I'll show you that in a different view in a little bit. But here there are a couple structures you need to see. One is the Cribriform Plate. So all of this that looks kind of like cottage cheese-like, it's sort of speckled on the sides of this triangle, this is called the Cribriform Plate. And poking out up here, this section here is sort of poking up like a blade out of that. And because it's poking up like that, it's called like the rooster's crest. But not really the rooster's crest, but crista galli. Crista galli. This is very interesting because can you imagine the brain in here? And it's wrapped in this envelope and set inside there, right? Well, this whole envelope that it's wrapped in isn't really glued to the sides and to the edges. It's only attached on one spot. And it's attached right there on the crista galli. All the rest can move around a little bit. That's the one site of attachment where the brain's actually held in place by that spot, which is kind of cool to know. Okay, so we did Cribriform Plate and crista galli, right? Sort of the base, and then this mountain that sticks up. Now I'm going to turn it around for you and show you in the nose. If I lift it like this, you see this blade that's coming down the nose, this is very white there. That blade is called the perpendicular plate. And that's still on the ethmoid. So I showed you the inside, but think of the ethmoid as sort of right immediately behind your nose. Okay, that was the ethmoid. Now we're going to look at the occipital bone. So I'm going to rotate around again. And we're looking at this occipital bone, which is colored in black. The first thing, and maybe if I rotate it, you'll see the condyles. So these are the condyles. And if you remember what a condyle is where one bone forms a joint with another bone. So that's forming a joint with the atlas, correct? And it is the condyle. So occipital condyles. Foramen magnum, well, that's a good one, right? One big hole is definitely the foramen magnum. And then the external occipital protuberance. So you can feel this on yourselves if you take your hand and rub coming up from the back of your neck on your head, coming up the skull, you'll get to a bump. So what I'm asking you to do is to go like this and come up right from the back of your head. You're going to feel this bump. So this bump right there, that's the external, it's on the outside, occipital bone, protuberance, because it's something that sticks out. And back again to the foramen magnum and the occipital condyles. And that ends our videos for the structures on these specific bones of the cranial vault. And then we're going to move on the next video to the different bones of the face. Stop this.